Hey, what's up everybody? It's Justin with Sillage Scents. Today I've got a LATTAFA fragrance, Maison Alhambra LATTAFA fragrance that I just got in that I've been super impressed with. So as we get started, please be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that so you can catch the 2 or 3 videos I've got coming out a week, plus a bunch of shorts and things like that. And also, let me know down in the comments, have you tried this one or have you tried others from the line? And how do you think they compare to the Tom Ford fragrances that they're cloning? So, what I'm talking about today is this incredible clone of Tom Ford Bitter Peach. This is LATTAFA's Bright Peach. I don't normally talk about presentation or show the packaging, but I got this on Amazon for $32, including shipping. And I just don't know how they do it. I mean, the presentation is very nice. I have several of I've got 3 or 4 of the Maison Alhambra line from LATTAFA. And man, they're just all done so well. The fragrances are awesome, but even the packaging, all of it is just amazing. So today I actually, my iPhone was broke, so I had to go to the mall, go to the Apple store, and I knew that while I was waiting, I was going to be able to go in and out of Neiman Marcus and Nordstrom and all of that. So I made sure to go and get a couple sprays on my hand of Tom Ford Bitter Peach today, just to be sure that I was remembering it correctly so that I could give an accurate description, opinion of how this one is compared. So this is Bright Peach by Maison Alhambra, and I can tell you it is very close to Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. The thing that I would say I notice is the biggest difference today is whenever I sprayed on Tom Ford is this one is definitely kind of heavier, denser, richer, if I could say it like that. The Tom Ford fragrance was definitely lighter. It was definitely, just a little lighter, a little airier, not quite so concentrated is how I would describe it. But as far as scent profile goes, they are extremely similar. And what you're going to get with this one is you've got a boozy quality. The Tom Ford has rum and cognac, I believe. This one, you definitely get a boozy note. If I had to pick between the two, maybe leaning a little more towards rum, but it's definitely got a boozy note. And then you've got that peach. You've got some orange. You've got some heliotrope. So you've got this sort of very sweet, bright peach. They named it well. But also you've got that boozy quality, and you've got a little bit of a floral nuance that does give it some lift and does give it some, some hang time, some air. And then you've also got cardamom. So there's a little bit of a spiciness in this, but it's spiciness in the way that you would think like peach cobbler has a little bit of spiciness that mixes with that fruit. This is probably not quite to the level of the cinnamon or something that I would prefer in peach cobbler, but it's a similar kind of vibe. And then once you go into the base, you've also got some Divana and some jasmine, so a little more of that kind of floral note. And then you've got in the base patchouli, and I will tell you, the last couple days I've been wearing this, the patchouli is very, very evident. It's very noticeable, but it fits perfectly. It's a sort of, earthy, maybe leaning even a little bit chocolatey patchouli. And I would say it's like probably maybe a quarter of the fragrance to me, or, 15% of the fragrance or something. Peach is probably 60 or 70% of the fragrance. Then these other things are just nuances. You've got a real sweetness to this fragrance as well, which comes from vanilla, tonka bean, benzoin, cashmeran. So you've got some serious resins. You've got labdanum, styrax. So you've got a very weighty, heavy base of resins, at least in the Tom Ford. I don't know if this has all of that because I couldn't find a list of notes that I really trusted. But in the Tom Ford, you've got a very heavy, sweet base mixing with that peach accord and that orange and the other notes to give a very mouth-watering, edible, gourmand peach fragrance. And I think this is totally unisex. I was concerned it would be a little too a little too, not female, what's the word? Feminine. Thank you, brain. I was concerned it might be a little too feminine because the last time I tried it, I had that thought. But this one, as I've worn it, I think the booziness and the density, as well as just there's a little bit of darkness from that patchouli, that a woman could definitely wear it, but I think a man could also totally wear this one. So I think it's a great clone, similar to the Tobacco Vanille clone. That one to me was a little darker and heavier than the Tom Ford as well. I think they did a similar thing with this one. Performance, I'm not quite sure about yet because I'm almost positive I'm going nose blind to it. I do know I tried yesterday spraying it. This is strange to some of you, but frag heads will understand. I tried spraying it all over my legs, like from the knees down, and I was getting whiffs of it for several hours. But I mean, with like 6 sprays of this, I'll go nose blind for 3 or 4 hours and then get another whiff of it. So I need to have one of my family members wear it. That's how I really test the performance of a fragrance. I can tell you some people have been saying they're getting beast mode 10+ hour performance out of this one. And I would not be surprised because that's how the Tobacco Vanille clone Tobacco Touch is. It is beast mode. This one very likely may be as well, but my experience thus far has been I'm getting whiffs of it for 6 or 7 hours. But I really believe it performs better than that. But I'm going to have to do some more testing. So this is kind of like a glorified first impressions. I can tell you this is a great fragrance. If you can get it for that, $30 to $40 range, it's an awesome pickup. Super similar to Tom Ford. The presentation's great. Value's great. LATTAFA has knocked it out of the park again. I've actually got a couple other really good Middle Eastern clones that are on the way and several others on my list I'm going to be picking up in the next couple weeks. The clone industry is just exploding right now, and it's so exciting, all the things they're coming out with. So stay tuned for a bunch more videos like this, and my recommendation is go ahead and pull the trigger if you've been looking at bitter peach but you don't want to drop whatever it is, $300. I think you'll be happy with this one. Thank you, and again, please subscribe to the channel and let me know if you've tried this one or others in the line and what you think of them. I'm Justin. This has been Sillage Scents.